easiest and simplest dress that you can make, and it really looks good on everybody, regardless of your weight, your height, your body shape, and it is super comfortable and it is so easy to make, and you will wear it day in and day out. You will practically live in it. Pattern, but the dress is a little bit more elegant. You can definitely wear it out. You can go dancing, you can go to a party. And I combined it with a long sleeve see-through shirt and some cute shoes. And it's exactly the same thing. There's just a little drawstring. Still very stretchy. So the back is a little bit larger than the front, so you can kind of see it's a little bit larger. And it's important that we match the armholes here. So that's where I match them, is at the arms right there. So once the side is pinned, I flip it over and I pin it on the side. So now we're just gonna sew here. So after pinning it together on the two sides, I'm just going to sew the two sides together. We sewed both sides together. Now we have to work on the armhole right here. I'm going to do the armhole. So this is the top, and you can see the armholes right here. And what I do is I start right where the two pieces meet, and I fold it, and then I even pull a little bit, and then I fold it and pin it down. So the whole thing will be folded and pinned. Finish folding this armhole and pinning it down. It's about 1/4 of an inch. And now we have to do the second one. This is on the other side. And for reference, this is top. This is the top of the dress. and here are the armholes. So I just open it up, I fold it just like this. Oops, I almost made a mistake. You gotta fold it in like this. Now that both armholes are folded and pinned, I'm just going to sew. Now that the armholes are nicely finished, they're just sewn, that it gives us a nice finish. Now we have to finish the top. So the top is super simple. This is the front and this is the back part. So all we do for the top is we fold it over. If you have a stretchy fabric that doesn't fray, that's the best type of fabric to use for this dress, then you don't have to worry about finishing the edges. So we are just going to fold it over about an inch and we're going to pin it. And the drawstring is going to go through this channel right here. And that's for the front, and then the back also gets pinned about an inch and a half, about an inch, like that. And just make sure that when you sew it with just a regular sewing stitch, that you stay close to the side so that it gives you a nice channel for the drawstring. If you don't want to make that channel too thin, because then you might not have enough room for whatever you want to use as a drawstring. You can use elastic, or you can use any kind of, even a shoestring. So now they're both pinned, so I'm going to just sew them with a regular stitch right here. So as you can see, this is finished here. So now we're going to have a channel. And you can also trim this little piece if you have a little bit extra right here. Sometimes I trim it, just makes it look a little bit nicer. But if you don't have any excess, then you don't need to trim it. So now that both the front and the back edges, this is gonna go like this right here, are folded over, and we have a channel to the front, and this is the back, and we have a channel through the back. We need a little tiny place for the drawstring to come out. Now you have a choice to just have the drawstring tie right here on the side. It's actually here. Or you can put it in the middle and tie it in the back, which I like. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking the back part, and you can see it's the back because it's a little bit bigger than the front. The front is not as wide. This is the front right here. It's not as wide as the back. So we're going to take the back part. I'm going to fold it in the middle like that so I can figure out where the middle is. And with my scissors, I'm going to separate the fabric and cut a very small and tiny hole, just super tiny, just like that. It's just a very small hole so that our drawstring can go through. And to put the drawstring through, I just use a safety pin. Just use a safety pin and I put it on it like that. And then I put it through the tiny little hole that we created, and I push it through. just work it through. Like that. And now you're going to work it through the front part of the dress. So you're gonna push it through this channel here, which is the front of the dress. So we're just pushing the safety pin through with the drawstring. There it is. And now we have to push it through the back so that it meets with this other side. So we take the safety pin with the drawstring and we push it through here. Just like that. And then we try to make these two ends even. I usually make a knot at the end like that. And then I just cut it so it has a more finished look. Take out the safety pin. Again, make a knot. That. Then I just cut the end. And now I try to work the drawstring through so that it's even on both sides, like that. And it's really exciting. Our dress is almost done. We just have to decide, or you guys have to decide how long you want it. So I just kind of make a little knot here, just I tighten it. So when I put it on, it doesn't completely fall apart. So now I'm going to try it on and see how it looks. Okay, so here it is. It's almost done. I do want it a little bit shorter, so I'm going to just fold it probably around just a little bit above my knees. That's where I like to wear them. And I just take a pin and I just mark it just in like 2 places. Then I'm going to take the dress off, turn it inside out, and then I will repin it. But it looks pretty cute. There it is, and you can kind of push it this way. I like to wear mine with a bra, but you can wear it without if the fabric is a little thicker, or you can kind of pull it out like this. And here is the back with a little drawstring. I can't find it, it's right here. So yeah, I think it looks pretty cute. Also, you can also, if you want it a little bit more form-fitting, you can also just mark it right here and then just stick it in just a little bit to give you a little bit more flattering form. But I also like them kind of a little bit loose, so they're more comfortable. So yeah, almost done. I think it took us only about 45 minutes so far, not even that. So now that I marked it where I want, how short I want it, I'm going to turn the dress inside out. And using the other marks that I made when I had it on, I'm going to fold it on itself and then sew it. So here's where I pinned it on this side when I had the dress on. And now I'm just using that guide. So I'm gonna take this pin out. I'm gonna take the second pin out. And I'm just using the marks as a guide to where I want the dress, how long I want it, and I'm just going to repin it and just do a regular stitch on it. Here I am finishing the bottom of the dress, just a straight stitch. So here's the final dress, the final result. I hope you guys like it. You like it, Oliver? You like it? Do you like the dress? What do you think? Or what do you guys think? Super comfy, super cute and comfy. Bye, till next time. If you guys are interested in the pattern, it does come in a PDF file that you can download. It's right here. There's quite a few pages, but it is very simple to use. It also comes with instructions, and these instructions tell you how you have to assemble the pattern. You will need to either use your floor, or if you have a very large table, you will put the pieces together and tape them together. So this is for the back and this is for the front piece. After you have cut out your pattern, you can also transfer it on a different piece of fabric that you're not using. That's usually what I do with patterns that I like to use a lot, because they're a lot easier to store, especially, you know, folding a piece of paper is not as easy, and then you end up with a bunch of creases in the paper. But if you transfer the pattern on a fabric that you're not using, that fabric is a lot easier to store, and you will see me using my fabric pattern in this video. The pattern goes from an extra small through an XL. I actually like my dresses a little bit looser fitting. I always take the sides in later on to make it more form-fitting. So following the instructions, I have assembled the pattern on the floor, and it only took me probably a minute or just a couple minutes. And you can see this is the back and this is the front, and I did not glue them down with tape, but you need to tape them together, and then you pick your size and you cut on the size that you need. And once you have your pattern, then you can either use it directly on your fabric or transfer it to a fabric pattern. When you use it this way, there's a fold right here, so you just fold your material in half. As you will see in the video, I like to use my fabric pattern, and I usually open up my pattern and I don't fold it, but that's completely up to you.